All right, well, today is Saturday, January the 8th, 2022, and right now at 9:30 p.m. we have a temperature of 44 degrees here in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 86%. The dew point is 40 degrees, and we have a rising barometric pressure of 30.03 inches. Yesterday we had a barometric pressure of 29.77. We had a little low pressure spinning right off of California, which moved in. If you take a look at the water vapor map, we might still be able to see sort of the remnants of that moving through. Here's another one here. And so we see a tropical pineapple express flow moving right into California. Let's watch this loop again from the beginning. We can see that this is now moving into Arizona and northern Mexico. As soon as this starts over, we can see what was happening all day yesterday. Starting at about 11 o'clock in the morning, we should have had rain all day yesterday from this tropical pineapple express flow. We didn't get any rain, just a lot of chemtrail aerosols, and also just high clouds that should have, tropical looking clouds by the way, which should have brought precipitation all the way into today. So today we saw the remnants of all this, which should have been rain, passing over us, and now it's moving. There's high pressure installed. We can see that right here in the water vapor map, which has pushed that whole flow down into northern Mexico. And of course, as I mentioned, this should have brought rain yesterday, Friday, and today, Saturday, to California. But there is no rain. Let's go ahead and look at the Doppler map here right now for the West Coast. We can see that there's nothing happening. There's no rain in Washington, Oregon, California, and all over the whole West. There's nothing. A little bit of rain down here in Baja California. Most of the rain is over the Midwest, as we see here in this Doppler image. Okay, let's take a look at the MODIS Today color satellite map for the West Coast, the Los Angeles area. Here we can see this is greater Los Angeles right here. These are all natural clouds. The brilliant white, once again, is the natural water vapor laden clouds. And if we pan around here, we can see the chemtrail aerosol haze right here. These streaks and all this haze, after this stuff disperses, it blankets the incoming natural clouds, which is the brilliant white we see here. And so this is today's image for Los Angeles. We saw a lot of haze to the south tonight, or this morning rather. And we can see that down here near San Diego, which is right down in this area, Mission Bay, and then the border is right there. We've got the Salton Sea here. But as we pan down, we really see this stuff has been sprayed all over the place. You can see the streaks and haze is everywhere. So here about, this is right thereabouts is San Felipe, Mexico. And so this whole entire area should have gotten rain today and yesterday, including, Mexico, California, Arizona. So that is the color satellite map right there. And we really see the spraying going on out here just offshore of California and San Diego. Baja California is right here. And you really see that heavy spraying going on. Also, these herringbone patterns are all over the place as well. Right here. And you see if you line up these patterns, some of them are lined up in this angle here, and then some are this way. And that is because satellite transmitters are targeting the rising air, which would be producing thunderstorms offshore. And so these upper air masses have been disturbed, and we see the resulting wind patterns that are generated in the clouds, much like you see on the surface of a desert the sands of a desert. When the winds ride up and over the sands, they create what looks like herringbone patterns, and that's what we're seeing here in the upper atmosphere. But it's hard to see because a lot of this has been blanketed with the chemtrail aerosol haze. But it's there. If you look closely, it's all over the image, especially down here. You can really see it all throughout here. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these other maps. Here is the continental U.S. We see that tropical flow moving in, and we see high pressure being installed right here. Somebody asked a question in the comments, I think it was in the last video, how is the low pressure generated? Well, the weather controllers, they install high pressure right in this area and form a bow in the in that flow pattern. See, we have a fairly straight flow pattern here at the beginning of this loop, and we begin to see the high pressure being installed right here, and that causes a bow. And as this flow continues up around that bow, it starts to spin counterclockwise. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, there are some forecasts in the long-range National Weather Service forecasting models that there's going to be some, a storm that will move across and off into the Atlantic right off of Virginia or someplace right around here, and then suddenly turn north up towards New York, right offshore, and it's predicted to have a fairly low pressure. We'll have to keep an eye on that because the full moon's coming up on the 17th, and this storm is scheduled to move across the country and out over the Atlantic sometime, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday of this coming week, which would be around the maybe the 12th or 13th, somewhere in there. We'll keep an eye on that and report any changes. Here's the this is the water vapor loop for the continental U.S. You can see that high pressure being installed. That dark area is the high, causing that bow in this jet stream flow, this tropical jet stream flow. Also, we've got high pressure installed right here, following that low. This is a hurricane force system up here, by the way. That's up over the Atlantic. That's moving up towards the North Sea, UK, and up in that area. Okay, so we have the East Pacific surface analysis map. We have 7 high pressures right over the west coast here, which is you saw that in the satellite maps. That's blocking most of the weather. Down here we have a low indicated right over Los Angeles. There was a low over LA yesterday, which moved through. We got that low pressure, but no rain. Here we have a hurricane force developing storm right here, which is going to be moving to the northeast. We've got a storm indicated here, 966 millibar. This one's 969. We've got so many high pressures installed over Canada and the northern northwest United States that none of this will move in. Let's go ahead and take a look again at the maps. You can see that high right all through here. Keep an eye on this area of high pressure right here as this weather moves towards it. It just sits there, stays stationary, and has nowhere to go. Eventually it starts to push a little bit. Out on the Atlantic, this is the surface map for the Atlantic. We can see that storm that's moved up, and this is a hurricane force storm, 974 millibar, moving up towards Iceland, Greenland rather. And we have highs all along the east coast. 1,039 millibar. But the big news is that a weather system is scheduled to move across the country and right up along the east coast. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's really what I wanted to report. And it's going to be close to the full moon cycle. So people up along the New Jersey, New York area, just keep an eye out. It could be a rerun of Sandy, where you got extremely high tides from the moon phase, and you have a storm surge from the weather system moving through. Okay, so that's going to be it for now. We'll try to get another update here real soon. That's it.